Hello, my name is Estrella Hernandez, and I will be presenting my philosophy of success. The quote I chose was, "Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve," by Napoleon Hill. I chose this quote because growing up, I had this teacher who told me this while I was struggling with problems at home, and I didn't know how to control what I was feeling or just speak. So then that's when she said she saw a lot of potential in me, and that made me feel good, and this quote stuck with me. I will be moving on with discussing my definition of success. My definition of success is knowing that not only was I able to accomplish and meet my goals, but also that I'm living a carefree and happy life in which I can provide for those that I care about and that I love without worrying about my financial status, without being upset or angry or being disappointed in myself for not being able to do better or more than what I can. Moving on, I will be discussing my struggles and solutions. My first struggle is with anxiety. I grew up with anxiety without knowing I had anxiety until recently in high school. And my first solution for this struggle is to start going to the gym 2 to 3 hours every day, if possible, of course, to help reduce my stress levels. And I already started, and it feels so great. I feel so much better. The anxiety has minimized, and I've done better in my day-to-day activities. My second struggle is having poor time management. And by this is that I dedicate more time to other things, to work, to studying, to getting assignments in, to doing things for others, that I leave little to no time for myself. My second solution for this is to incorporate an electronic schedule that will combine my work schedule and my school schedule and allot time for each thing in order for me to have more free time to have self-care. And my third struggle is procrastination. I do tend to leave things last minute. I get easily distracted with things that capture my attention more and that just interest me more. So my solution for this is to avoid leaving assignments that are very important and documents that are important for work and get those started first, and then leave the easier assignments that catch my attention and I know I will get done in a matter of minutes or a few hours. And moving on to my assessments, this is where I learned more about myself taking the assessments we took in class. The first assessment was, how seriously is my test anxiety? So while taking this assessment, at first I wasn't sure how to interpret the chart because it had like all these different levels and words. So I was doing more research to understand it, and I learned that my test anxiety is extremely high, which is not good. So that is something that I learned for myself. In the second assessment I took, the time wasters assessment, I learned that I spend more time doing things for others, that I am not dedicating my entire time to the assignments. So I get sidetracked and I'm helping others do things, or I go do different activities. And so I will stop doing this very soon. The last assessment I took was, are you a procrastinator? So like I said before, I procrastinate a lot, and something I learned during this assessment was that I'm a chronic procrastinator, so I want to change that by setting a schedule and following it. My motivation is my mom, my significant other, and my children. Well, they're not necessarily my children. My mom, because she's supported me while I grew up in a single parent household. My significant other was there for me in a time of when I was alone. And my children, well, they're not really my children, but they're like it and they mean the world to me. So they are what motivate me to become a better person. And in the end, it's not so much that you accomplish, but what you do with what you accomplish. Thank you.